All right, we'll get started tonight with head coach Oscar Pareja. Oscar, congratulations on the win. We'll get started with your thoughts on tonight's match.
Well, obviously, very happy with the result, but more for the performance of the players. I want to congratulate for the responsibility, the energy, and the willingness to bounce back after the result we had at home. They had a short period of recording, and what we saw today was all commitment for the club and for the jersey, and getting this result away, it just ignited us again. So congratulations for the players. And the overall attack, we had a very good game, very disciplined in our tactical proposal. And the times that we go forward or we went forward, and we look like that team that is lethal. And that helped us to keep adding points in our search for our qualification.
We'll go first in the room to Austin David.
Oscar, just Martin getting the brace, he keeps his hot form going. Just how important has he been for this team, and especially tonight with the runs that he was making and the attacks, the places that he was just all over the pitch. Just how important has he been for this team over the course of these last 7-8 games that he's been having assists and goals in?
Right, I think he's carrying us in that matter. How important it is to have a player who score goals and give us that contribution in the moments that we need it the most. Not in any game, but in this one game when we all were tense and we needed to produce tonight, and he take that team on his shoulders, and not just what he do on his scores, but what the work hard that Martin has, and that represents the culture that we have in the club. So I'm happy for him. I think he deserves it, and then not just him, but the whole squad today. It was all energy and everybody willing to work and get into this game. It was a good night for us.
Hola, profe. Congrats today on the victory. I wanted to ask you about the response the team had after New England scored the equalizer. Obviously, the team was able to score right away moments after that New England goal. Obviously, we've talked about in the previous games how the team needs to kind of manage and finish and kill games. But when we look at the other details that the game usually brings, obviously one of those things that's always missed out is how the team responds. How satisfied are you to see the team not only respond after New England scored that equalizer, but to hold on and manage to get those 3 points tonight?
I thought we can highlight that part of our squad and our boys tonight. The response that they had after what happened 3 days ago in a game that we had it, and then we let it go, and then bounce back tonight with such a good performance in a very difficult place. And what they did during the game, it represents what they have done it as well. When New England tied the game as it was a tense game, and then they kept going, and Martin scored. And after that, I thought they had control of the game. So credit for them. I see the team that we used to see in those difficult moments, guys that work hard and they find a way to get results.
And we'll go back in the room to Austin David.
Oscar, just for Martin's second goal, the part that Ivan played, he seemed to be everywhere tonight. Just how happy are you to see him have a game like this, and to have that moment with the assist? And Martin was even pointing to him after the goal to give credit to him. But just he's been back and forth throughout the lineup and playing his part. But just for him to have a moment in a game like this, how happy are you for him?
I thought it was a good idea to rotate Ivan in some point of the season. It was probably 4 games away that he has been in and out. we thought that he needed to rest a little. Is someone in the team who makes long distances and high speed runnings all the time, and his metrics are brutal. So it was a moment where we felt that Ivan needed to rest, and I thought it was convenient for him because what I agree with you. I thought his game tonight was phenomenal, defensively, offensively, and when Martin gave him the credit on that play, it was well deserved. So Ivan was Ivan.
Profe, le quería dar seguimiento solamente para los colegas en el medio hispano. Eh, Hablando de Iván, sabemos que en los últimos partidos ha estado, como mencionaste, rotando en el grupo, empezando algunos juegos en la banca. Hoy y el partido en el miércoles estuvieron en la titularidad, pero ¿cómo has podido ver de la manera que ha podido responder, sabiendo que, porque sabemos la racha que él tenía, que era titular por ya una racha de partidos, pero para un entrenador, para que ponga los frenos un poco, para que lo sienta un rato en la banca y luego que responde con un performance que tuvo esta noche, ¿qué habla eso del jugador y bueno, de ti que tuvo que hacer esa decisión y al final se ve que está dando un poco de cosecha, ¿no?
Sí, yo estoy muy contento porque yo creo que volver a ver a Iván en su mejor versión, eh, su energía, sus cambios de ritmo, se le atribuye mucho al descanso que tuvo hace poco. No lo sacamos a Iván porque estaba jugando mal, lo sacamos porque consideramos que nos faltaba esa energía y ese jugador picante que él ha sido, y es que la acumulación de partidos de él es brutal. Entonces, me parece que hoy respondió muy bien. A mí me alegró mucho verlo otra vez como es. Seguramente trataremos de hacer lo mismo con algunos otros jugadores que lo necesiten. Pero hoy en este momento donde necesitábamos de ellos, y en este caso de Iván, pues apareció muy bien y nos alegra mucho.
And we'll go last question in the room to Austin David.
Oscar, yesterday we talked about just the turf and how the game kind of plays out. It seemed like tonight it was a lot more long balls, a lot more balls played in the air versus on the turf. Just kind of how did you feel the team adapted just to the difference of play and how the game kind of played out between both teams in terms of playing longer and versus playing more on the ground, which is how you've been playing recently.
Right. It's true. It happens in Charlotte as well. And the managing of the tempos and the managing of controlling the ball for the boys when the ball bounce is different. And when you're trying to force the way you play it, and you want to play short passes, and you want to play sequencing where you need control of the surface and the ball, and it's very difficult for the players. And but they readapt, and they found ways to play longer balls, to play it in the space as we did it in the first goal. But also understand that when you cannot play whatever is the circumstances, and there is another play to play the game, and they found that one. So we look on the players, and they probably were not as clean on completing many passes, but they were intense, and that's such a performance we needed.